Welcome to Annapolis, Maryland, today at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. He couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So NC State's offense will have the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. NC State quick to the line. On the option. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off a dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Allen. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room, it's Scott.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
They say Call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USF Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a man, it's Williams.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
He's going to throw deep right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Touchdown, NC State! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his man. It's Jackson.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense wants to bring the heat. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Leaves it with the running back. He now has 72 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Linderbaum. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Scott. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Handoff from the gun.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Plows through the defense. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. NC State going up tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Newton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught over the middle. It's McLaughlin. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there to force the TFL.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to get him on the ground. NC State quick to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have to.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's late. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They boot it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield. It's McLaughlin. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Jukes his way for more. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Holds it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USF! And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. NC State going up tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Bailey. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. On the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, NC State.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Back to throw, it's Tate. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block, guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on second. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Porter. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop...
There he goes! Touchdown, North Carolina State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Lost one deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough hits. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it. The defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play. Make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Tate. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls it in, it's Perry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football.